Welcome to another episode of Your Next Move. The whole purpose of these videos is if you're thinking about moving, relocating, and you want to know what your next move is, this is to give you a spotlight of what's going on in different areas, and maybe that might be your next move. Our special guest today, I'm going to let her introduce herself and where she's from. So, special guest, introduce yourself.
Hi, first of all, thank you so much, Evans, for this opportunity to talk a little bit about my area. My name is Latarsha Shine, and I am the CEO and broker of We Shine Realty Experts based out of Alabama and beyond. And what we do is we've helped thousands of people transform their lives and bank accounts, and it's just such an amazing opportunity to get to share a little bit about Montgomery and Central Alabama.
All right, before we go any further, I want to highlight basically the name of the company and give me the explanation why you named it that.
Okay, so my name is literally Latarsha Shine. My husband gave it to me about 24 years ago. My last name is Shine. And don't worry, I was 8 and he was 9. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. What happens is and a part of my mantra, even at the company, is when I shine, you shine, and we all shine. And that is just for our agents, for our customers, and for our clients. There was a quote. Mandela actually quoted this quote, but it actually came from Marianne Williamson. It says, when we allow our light to shine, we unconsciously allow others to do the same. And so at We Shine, what we do is we just allow other people to shine, even in whatever their endeavors are. If it's real estate or beyond, we're here to help.
I love that. I love that. I'm trying to think of formulate some questions right now to dovetail to what you just said. So I think the first thing is pretty much you're a broker owner of your company.
Yes, yes. I have been a broker owner, been in real estate actually for 17 years now. I was born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama, went to school here, elementary, high school, and everything here. So born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama. Started my real estate career almost on accident, and it has been an amazing journey. So, been in real estate for about 17 years now, and owning my own brokerage for 7 years. So it has been a ride. We have about 20 agents on our team, and they are more than willing to help anybody that is thinking about moving to the area or just thinking about even investing in the area or anything like that.
All right, we're gonna get into all of that. So give us like besides Montgomery, what other areas in Alabama do you cover?
I cover the whole state. Do you hear me? We are selling in North Alabama, South Alabama. One of the things I love so much about Alabama as well is that you're only like, I went to the beach about 2 weeks ago, and it takes about 3 hours to get there. Now, there's some places in Atlanta where it takes you 2 hours to get from one side of the town to the other. But just imagine if you want sunny beaches and you want to just take a weekend and go down to the beach, it is there. I'm in Central Alabama, North Alabama. You can go to almost to Tennessee and even get to the mountains. So these are some very, very good places that you can be in between in Montgomery. But in the Montgomery Tri-County area, we have Prattville, Pike Road, some of those places as well. But it's primarily Central Alabama, but I could take care of the whole state of Alabama with people that are interested.
All right, well you mentioned the whole area. So for people like me, New Yorkers, we want to get to the bottom of things quickly. So what's the price point when we talk about Alabama? What prices can we see if we're looking at properties?
Okay, obviously it depends on which area you're in. So some of our beach communities that are in South Alabama, they're going to be a little bit more. You have condos, you have luxury beach homes, and some of those are about in $1 million range. And these are luxury beach homes. Okay, we're talking about Alabama here now. So
Okay.
in my particular area, in the Montgomery regional area, average home sales are about $250,000.
All right, for those of you who didn't hear that thud, that was me dropping because there's nothing in New York at that price point. Maybe a
Listen,
condo
Evans.
or co-op.
Listen, Evans, I already know. And when I tell you that's average, so that's including homes that may be 10,000, 20,000, as well as those that are in the millions. But our average house, even for first-time homeowners, is going to be between 100, 150, and 250 for sure. Some of our homes, if they're in the 400, 500,000 range, you're talking about 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,000 square feet, probably have a little acreage in it, 3-car garage, for $500,000 in Alabama.
Okay, so our price point where I work in is basically pretty much about 650, 670. We're looking closer to seven right about at the time of this recording, closer to seven. So selling a house here, you can buy a few houses. I'm pushing all my clients to go invest outside of New York. Alabama might be someplace you might want to consider, and talk to you about where they might want to invest their money.
For sure. I have had people a few years ago when everything was kind of crazy with interest rates and everything. I've had people sell their houses in California and buy several properties in Alabama because they were so inexpensive. And I'm talking about, actually, I had somebody I just closed last week out of Texas. He's an investor. He wants to do long-term rentals. Purchased a property. It's a townhome, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5 bath, 2,200 square feet.
So you're gonna pass out right now.
Go ahead. Let's talk about it. So it is a let me
Hold
tell
on.
you, I'll let you pause, but Alabama is a very, very, very good place to invest. Like it is unreal. Our taxes in my area, they went up. And of course, the residents around here are squawking about it. But our taxes for the year, and I know this because I've talked to so many investors that come to this area, but on maybe a $250,000 house, your taxes for the year is going to be about maybe $1,500 for the year. Yeah, I know.
I'm packing my bags right now. I'm on my way.
This is divine. I'm telling you, this is divine. Even if you just drop a couple of seeds and get some investments in the area, I mean, it is definitely, Alabama has been a secret, and I think nationally sometimes people think it may be just land and horses and cattle or whatever. But we got cities, we got interstate, all of that, especially Montgomery. Montgomery is the third largest city in Alabama, so it's not even the largest. We have Birmingham and Mobile County is a little bit bigger. But the reality of the matter is it's a very, very, very nice place to live. There are several people that live here. There's several people that move here and stay. And then it's just a great place to invest. If you got some cash laying around and you want to make some money off of it, it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had about this area. The home prices are going up, obviously, because they're going up across the country, but they're still extremely low. And then our taxes are extremely low. And I'm talking about they went up to 15. They were like my personal taxes on my property were $998 on a homestead exemption. It was a homestead exemption, but it went up to like 1,500. Everybody's having a baby about it. They wanted to do it because of, excuse me for saying that, but
No, that's fine. That's fine.
They wanted to do it because they wanted to put more money in schools and that sort of thing. So it is what it is. But the citizens of Alabama do not know how well we have it by way of property taxes because it's been low for quite some time.
All right. Speaking of schools, we gotta talk about schools. For people who are moving, they're thinking of either starting over or having kids. The younger kids are having their kids, and they're thinking of school. What kind of schools can they have in your area?
Okay, so we do have public schools that are, K through 12. Obviously, there's several great private schools, and then our public school system does have opportunity for magnet schools, and we have some of the top rated. And I'm not just saying that, but some of the top rated magnet schools. You can look them up. Lamp Lovelace Academic Magnet Preparatory School, I think is what it's called. Where it's one of the top schools in the country. They're doing really, really well. And then we also have some magnet schools that are focused on the arts and those type of things, like with band and visual arts and art and all of that. So there is definitely an opportunity, even in the public school sector, for some of the top schools as it relates to those magnet schools that are available.
All right. Let's go a little higher. Basically, how about like higher education, like college and stuff like that? What do we have
Oh,
out
yeah.
there?
Well, I hope you know that we have the Alabama State University, one of the HBCUs in America.
I've heard of it. I think
Is
I've heard
here.
of it.
Have you heard of the Alabama State University? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous campus. We also have Auburn University of Montgomery. I'm sure you probably heard of Auburn, but we have Auburn University of Montgomery. We have Huntington College and a couple of few other technical colleges where people can grow and go and all of that. And then we have several colleges, but the biggest ones are probably going to be the Alabama State University, if you've ever heard of it.
Normally, I would segue into food, but I'm going to go, since we're still talking about school, let's talk about the sports. So, Alabama does have some sports. Let's talk about.
Okay, Evans, I am so glad you said that because that is one of the key things. And if you do not know, if you have ever never heard of the University of Alabama, now we talked about Alabama State University, but the University of Alabama is in Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa is about an hour and 15 minutes away from Montgomery, where I am. I could sell in pretty much any area, but it's about an hour and 15 minutes away. And for anybody, and this is just a fun fact about Alabama, anybody moving to Alabama, you have to choose immediately before we give you a pass to say you're a resident of Alabama. You have to choose whether or not you're going to be an Alabama or an Auburn football fan. Now, this is real. I want you to understand how real this is. We do not have in Alabama any national football team. So we are very, extremely serious about our football, our college football. And the University of Alabama, I'm telling you, I have friends that are from New York, Chicago. When you get here, you have to choose which side you are on. Is it Alabama or is it Auburn? In Montgomery, though, we do also have it's a minor league baseball team. It's the Biscuits baseball, and they're doing pretty good. The Biscuits, they do pretty good, but it's with the minor league baseball. And when I tell you, it's always a great fun time for communities to get together and go to those baseball games as well. And of course, the colleges and the kids, they have all types of basketball games and every type of sport you could probably think about in those as well.
So, there's something for everyone.
Definitely something for everybody. I mean, gymnastics, football, flag football, soccer, all of that. We have kickball leagues here in Montgomery. Actually, I don't know in New York, do y'all go outside much? But the weather is really nice here.
It depends.
Okay, we have outside.
The last couple of weeks we've had. Yeah, we could, but then it got extremely hot, and we all ran back inside.
Well, I can tell you it gets pretty hot in Alabama. Let me just be real. And it's humid, okay? So the heat in Alabama is going to be just a little bit different than the heat in, say, Texas or Las Vegas because we have the Gulf right below us, the Gulf of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very humid in Alabama. Some people can't take it. I've been here all my life, so it is what it is. But I could tell when I go out to the Midwest how dry even my skin is because of the humidity. My hair is different. Everything is different when I go out west because the humidity here is pretty thick sometimes.
All right. Because I'm in New York, I have to ask this question. Do you guys have central AC in most of the
Absolutely every one of them.
Okay, good. Because I know the New Yorker in me basically has to ask that question.
Yes. All of our houses have central AC, like central. We do have a couple properties, obviously, that may have some window units and that sort of thing, but majority of houses in Alabama, you're going to have central because it gets hot. It's not just a little hot. It gets hot.
Not hot, just hot. I like that.
Yes.
Speaking of hot, let's talk about the food. What is Alabama known for food?
You already know. We have the Southern hometown cooking. Like, it is going to be Southern. You're talking about Thanksgiving every day. Pretty
You're really
much.
going to eat. You're really going to eat.
We're going to eat. Even visiting Montgomery, there's a very, very couple great spots that you get that Southern home-style cooking as well as barbecue. And we have quite a few barbecue places that serve impeccable barbecue. So we're going to be pretty much known for our soul food and our barbecue.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now. You can only have one. What's it going to be and from where?
Yes. Oh, that's good. That's a good question, Evans.
Think wisely.
One meal. Oh, that's a good question. I eat out loud, actually.
What's your favorite spot?
I would say this is what, because if I had one meal, it wouldn't be this. But this is one of my favorite spots I go to is Martha's Place, and it's a home style buffet, and they actually have everything. You go in, the place is so nice and clean. A lot of tourists come and they go to Martha's Place. I frequent there maybe once a week at least. Part of the reason why is because I need some home cooked meals, and so the meals are home cooked. They taste home cooked. I'm telling my business because I don't cook at home. So when I want a home cooked meal, I'm doing a home cooked meal at least once a week. I'm out here in these real estate streets, so
Look,
I get to
you're
go
busy.
home.
You're busy. You're putting people in homes, so you don't have time.
Exactly, especially not the slow cook peas, collard greens, macaroni and cheese. I'm talking about dressing, fried chicken that is so good, and baked chicken. And I mean, she sells pretty much all of it. But if I visit there at least once a week for sure.
So your picture's on the wall somewhere because you frequent that much.
It should be. They know us by name. They're like, when I walk in, they're bringing me my drink before I get to the table.
I like that. All right. So I'm just what's for a family.
Okay, so we actually just got a whitewater water park, and but it's not that type of water park. It is literally an Olympic grade rafting facility. And it's down at the river. Of course, we have so much stuff. So at Montgomery, we have a riverfront. The Alabama River comes straight through downtown Montgomery. There's history on it. Don't want to really go into all of that. But the Alabama River, yeah, we just had the anniversary of that debacle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're talking about the same place. Yes. So
Tempted to bring out a chair, but we're not doing.
maybe on another call. However,
I don't have my hat. I was gonna throw it up, but that's another story.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I can't. I
yes.
can't.
But okay, so on the riverfront, there are things to do, like take a cruise on the riverboat. What do you say? And even on the Harriet Two riverboat, they have concerts. They have, well, when I say concerts, they have someone singing. They have bands. There's so many things to do downtown in that area. There's bike riding, even at the water park, and it's all in the same vicinity in downtown Montgomery. They have the whitewater rafting, and it's a very, very, very high tech rafting system. I've been there, but I have not water rafted myself. But I heard that it is very, very fun. They also have, I heard about it. They also have canoeing and all of that. There are bike trails, just anything to get out. We have several parks. We also have the EJI. It's the Equal Justice Initiative. And so they brought in a lynching museum. We also have the Rosa Parks Museum and several museums. Troy State University, that's one I didn't mention when I mentioned the school. Troy University is partnering with the Rosa Parks Museum for that. But if you have not heard about the Equal Justice Initiative and the EJI, it's where Brian Stevenson came in, and he's just showing a lot of things that was happening. He helped incarcerated African American men who were wrongly incarcerated
Okay.
to get free, basically, and to get some freedom. And so they have that down there. They have the lynching museum, and it seems very gory. But the reality of the matter is, there are some things in the past of our country that we cannot erase, but to just understand what some of the people went through and what they went through right here in Alabama. We also have Dr. Martin Luther King's house and the church that he was pastoring when he was here in Montgomery as well. So there are quite a few things, quite a few museums, historical places, but just for fun, there's shopping. We have axe throwing.
Really? You have access?
Yes, I mean, we have Axor escapeology, escape rooms. There are several different things. Like, we're not as backwoods as you think. We have different.
I didn't say that.
The perception is, I'm not insulted, but
But that's
there's
the whole purpose of this video is for people to get ideas of like, hey, you know what you thought you knew is not actually true. Here's what's really going
exactly. And if anything, just visit and see what it's actually about, visiting the area. And there's so many things that people can do with their loved ones and all of that to just get together in community. Of course, we have plenty of churches. Definitely got churches in Alabama.
on. Is a church on every corner or two churches or three churches? How many churches are we talking about?
Maybe two or three.
Okay.
Not
All
as
right.
bad as but I think Chicago has on every corner, but
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty. All right. So my next question I think I was going to ask you was pretty much we talked about a whole lot of things. But what's the best kept secret? I know this is the place where the civil rights movement started. what's the best kept secret besides the civil?
Well, I would say we actually already discussed it a little bit, but I feel like the best kept secret is it is a good place to not just retire, but it has so many different things, and especially for people who may want to invest or start investing. Like when I talk to some of my investors, they're looking like Latarsha. What is I cannot believe this. Like I literally do this on a weekly basis. And I really feel like that's one of the best kept secrets in Alabama, that it is an awesome place to invest. And it's partly because people have their perceptions of the state that may not be reality, but it is a very, very, very good place to invest.
I'm glad you mentioned the investment part because that's one of the things I want to push out to my clientele. Even though you purchase your first home, your second home, your third home, you might want to start tapping into this and reach out to your kids, have them start investing. For those who have their kids, they're in college, they're moving out, they're going. If they are planning to go to Alabama and they're going to one of the universities, purchase a property out there, have them stay there off campus, and they learn how the home ownership, how that works. And if they choose to want to keep that house basically after they graduate, they keep it. If not, you have another investment home out in Alabama or several investment properties in Alabama that's making you money. Then you get more into your.
Right. I mean, it's a win-win situation. I'll give you an example, Evans, of what you just talked about. I had a guy that came in. He was actually just coming in from Atlanta. His daughter was a student at AUM. He purchased a house. I helped him find a house that was right across the street from the university. It was a three-bedroom house, I think. And I don't remember exactly how much it cost. I know it was definitely not over 200,000, maybe in 125 range. He purchased that house when his daughter was a freshman for his daughter to live there, along with her roommates. The roommates were paying what they would be paying on campus per semester. So you're talking about $3,000-4,000 per person. They had a three-bedroom house. They would come. I'm just telling you, this is just what happened with one of my clients. In the
Mhm.
dining room area, they closed that off. And when they came to Alabama for this, because their daughter was playing softball, when they came for her softball games, that's where they stayed. They had a little place there. There were three other bedrooms in the house. They had two people in each of the other bedrooms, two twin beds in each of the other bedrooms. You're talking about six people for about $3,000 a piece for 4 months.
If I could drop my mic, I would right now, but I'm not going to do that because it's kind of expensive.
Evans,
That's a mic
the
drop.
math is mathing. The math is mathing.
I love it. You definitely are my people. I'm I'm hoping the math is mathing to everybody who's watching this. Um, there's nothing else we need to say besides what's taking so long. Give her a call and see basically what kind of investments you can find out there, whether it's for you or for your kids, whatever you want to do. But Latarsha,
Okay, yes, I am on social media. I'm on Instagram. It's my name, Latarsha Shine. It's with an R. It's Latarsha, and then my last name Shine, Shine. You can find me on Facebook there. You can find me. There are no other Latarsha Shines. I Googled and found out. So if you can find me there on Instagram as well as on Facebook. On Facebook, I am on my business page, or the public profile is Latarsha Shine. You'll see real estate coach and broker on that, and that is where I am. But hey, either of those, you can inbox me there. I also have a profile you can click on my LinkedIn, and it will take you directly to my calendar to just have a conversation.
and how long does a conversation normally take if somebody's considering, hey, you know what, I think I want to go visit, check it out. Should I rent something first? Should I buy something? How long does it?
So what I do is I have an initial conversation just to ascertain exactly what you're talking about. So it may be maybe a 10 to 15 minute call, and then we'll set up a real consultation as it relates to analyzing exactly what your needs are. It's going to go into analyzing what your needs are, what you're thinking about doing, and what we have to offer that can help you.
I don't think I couldn't say anything better than what you just said. So with that being said, I'm Evans. I'm here in New York. So if you're considering selling and you want to move out, give me a call. You can reach me at 917-975-5985. Our website is mynyhomesales.com. Let us know what you're looking to do so we can point you in the right direction to this young lady over here. and we'll take it from there. We're on all social medias, basically wherever you're seeing this, you're probably seeing on YouTube or Instagram or every platform at this point. Yes, we're on TikTok, and no, I'm not dancing, so please stop asking. With that being said, Latarsha, you had the last words. What words of encouragement you can say to people right now? What's going on?
Awesome. Well, I would say, what are you waiting for? It's exactly what you said, Evans. Sometimes people were looking for some great opportunities, and some great opportunities were had back in even 21 and first part of 2022. However, the market, as it shifts, when you are ready, you need to go for it. Don't wait, because you could be waited out. So, what exactly are you waiting for? It's time to execute. Just go ahead and pick up the call, and either me or Evans would pick up the phone, rather. Me or Evans would be able to at least point you in the right direction. Start having the right conversations with the right people. And when I tell you, it only takes one conversation to change the rest of your life. And this could be the conversation. So I have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to some people really, really soon.